on. I should really put some pathways over here. Knock, knock.
Oh? I'm coming. Empress Vesperia.
Secretary Iona.
Secretary?
How are you? Yes, have you not seen the posters?
No, I just got the identification card.
I suppose I should have informed you of your promotion. That's my bad. You're my secretary.
Oh, okay.
Lovely. Lovely. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm well.
Oh, come on in.
Any progress on Matron? Thank you.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Come this way. I grabbed your waystone for it and everything. Oh gosh.
Oh, lovely.
It's a little bit deeper than usual. But it's a thing. The waystone's over here if you want to go ahead and grab it.
Thank you so much. It looks lovely down here.
Yeah,
it's going to be a
spent
huge
lot of
map.
time on it. Oh, I'm planning on making it as big as possible.
Ah, I see. I can't wait to see it finished.
I can't wait to get it done. I have to get the item frames to put up the map, but that shouldn't take too long with the cows.
Definitely. I actually had something I'd like to speak to you about.
Oh, okay.
There's a meeting later with the rest of the important people in the empire, the dukes, and the ruler Vander.
Okay.
I'd like you to accompany me.
Oh, all right, sure. I'll be there.
You'll be writing notes and such, taking point of where everybody stands, comments on how they feel about the laws we are implementing.
All right, yeah, I have a book and quill I can use for that.
Good. Speaking of ranks,
yeah.
I recall what you said about Graceson.
Okay.
You will be above him for now. The secretary is, at least.
Oh.
I plan on making that a little test to see how he reacts to such. I'm curious.
Since I was a lower rank than him in the Ice Legion, but I'm a higher rank here?
Indeed. I noticed at the trial the other day, he wasn't very respectful towards the majority of our subjects. I did not appreciate that.
I'm sorry about him. I'm trying to get him to adjust and things like that. Travel, so.
You have no need to apologize on his behalf. His actions are his own.
I feel bad. Technically speaking, I am older than him by an hour, so I feel like he is kind of my responsibility at sometimes.
All right, you both are twins.
That would be correct.
How lovely. That's all I really wanted to speak to you about.
I do have a question.
If
you don't mind.
Really? Of course, go on.
So, what would I do as the secretary exactly? Or what do
You'll be accompanying me, taking notes, solving issues throughout the kingdom, primarily minor ones. Empire. I'm still adjusting. My apologies.
All right.
Making connections. Nothing too big. You won't be doing much war-wise or punishment-wise or anything of the sort.
Okay. And
You'll primarily be speaking around, taking note of how others act, etc.
okay. So essentially my job is to observe and report?
Primarily, yes.
Alright, and you mentioned I'm a higher ranking than Grayson. Where exactly is my ranking?
You are right under my second in command.
Oh! Okay! That's really high. Thank you.
Indeed. Of course. I'm very interested to see how this will go.
After watching AEW All Out Media Scrum, I only have one question.
Is there anything else?
My forehead or CM Punk's
No,
evil?
that's all.
Maybe
Thank
Triple
you
H was
again,
right all
Empress
along.
Australia.
Oh, save me! You want to be...
Oh, looks like the door's already open.
Oh.
I
Concerning.
wonder if someone's broken in.
I hope not.
Knock.
No. Touch.
There. I don't remember there being this much last time I was here. Seems he's been at work.
Probably. He's a very hard-working person. It makes sense that he works this hard.
I suppose. I would say he's asleep, but I believe we just passed his bedroom.
Okay.
Don't need your negativity right now. It's the last thing I need at the moment. Negativity? The only thing you need is a hole in the head.
You're back.
Luckily enough, that's my job to stop. You
She did.
idiot. You're goddamn right. No, you need to shut up. Shut up. Quiet. We have guests. Oh, I'm so sorry, my queen. Empress, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. I would have tidied up had I known you were coming. Please take a seat in your throne. I know it's a little makeshift. I'm sorry, Duke. You have to remember I missed a few meetings. I'm a little behind on the times. I was out sick. I'm still not feeling too well. Sister, please come sit by my throne. I believe I have an extra seat for you. Here you go. Go ahead. Not the most luxurious, I'm sure. I take it you're here to catch me up on everything that's happened. I already gathered the whole ID card thing, given my,
Lovely. I'm also guessing you've seen the laws around.
I'm afraid I have not, my queen. Empress. Shut up. Sorry.
Quite a few things are fluctuating, you could say.
I see.
I have started getting a little more formal with how I am going about running this place. We
Yes,
have
my
quite a
queen.
few laws. Most are obvious. I
Also-
believe all are reasonable.
I also feel obligated to inform you that the goddess had spoken to me earlier. I am unsure if she has spoken to you since. However, we had a very insightful meeting. May I ask
see.
really quickly where the church is?
A church.
Yes, I'm sure
We
you
don't
go to.
have a church yet.
Wait, so the
I'm
Nyrixian
actually
church is the
starting on
first
building
one?
this. At the moment, yes, besides the ancient ones littered around.
I don't need these. I see.
And the
see.
secret
Noted.
one I have, but that one's not open for public.
Well, go ahead. Bring me up to speed, if you will.
We have quite a few laws set. Most of them are
If you have a
pretty
book,
basic.
if you have a book on them, I can read them later. If there's anything more important, that is, that we need to cover.
I'll just go over the titles and such so you're aware of everyone's positioning. From the rest, you can just go over to Strider or Leviathan.
Strider is merely a
They're
short ways
posted
away.
everywhere.
Although, may I suggest that I am allowed to excavate this mountain over here? I'm aware it's a little outside my territory. It's simply blocking a very nice view.
You'd have to speak with 𝕤𝕚𝕕 about that. I believe he's starting to expand upon said mountain.
Yes, my Empress, I will speak with the photographer. Now then, what else do we have to speak about?
So I'd like to discuss some of the positions I've been setting up.
Yes, my Empress. Please continue.
As you're aware, Queen Vamber has already joined the Empire. I'll just state the standings.
And might I add that we may want to keep an eye on that. I don't trust her as far as I can throw her. And quite frankly, I'm a decent judge of who you can and cannot trust these days.
I don't believe there's anyone you can trust. At least not properly.
Well, do
Besides
continue.
our deities and a few others. Besides myself, the second in command has not been chosen yet. However, we do
The
have a
goddess
third in
mentioned
command.
an election.
Yes. Secretary Iona has brought up an election to me, and I've started leaving some posters around.
I see. I shall get to work on my campaign immediately, my Empress.
Good. I expected you to be campaigning. In the meantime, though, my secretary is taking over, second in command, until the election is won, since she is third in command.
Wait, what?
I see.
Indeed,
Okay.
Secretary. Your sister has grown lovely.
I see. Please do continue, my Empress.
Next in line, the queens and other rulers, myself and Vamber. After that comes their second in command's Tempest. Then we have the dukes and duchesses who run the duchies or cities, whatever you'd like to call them. Duke ℚ𝕚𝕤𝕕, 𝕤𝕚𝕕, and yourself.
Yes, my Empress.
I still need to decide on a general, and I will be hiring guards.
I see. May I also suggest that we create roles, things that people can do as a job, and then we shall pay them in return for their services.
Definitely.
Nothing too
I have a
big,
court case coming
but
up.
I
I need
see.
to find a few lawyers.
Well, the ℚ𝕚𝕤𝕤 court, as you know, is always open. However, I must also suggest jobs such as miners, wood choppers. However, all loot that they find on the job is to be handed up to their commanders. And more than likely, we would need to find a way to search their inventories before they are released back to their homes.
Indeed. Not a bad idea. Other than that, identification.
I'm aware I've had mine.
The
The goddess pointed it out to me.
It's very easy to imitate somebody here. Even I have one.
Sister,
Yes,
have you an identification card?
I do.
Okay, very well. Anything else, my Empress?
Some important points, law-wise. You need to have a permit to carry around certain items. The only exceptions being those in power.
What items, may I ask, do I need a permit for?
You're a duke, so you don't need a permit for the majority of items. The only thing you'd need a permit for would be a potion book.
I see.
But there are some items the other citizens need permits to carry. For example, in Leviathan, you cannot carry above a netherite weapon without a permit. And in Strider, I believe it's just all weapons that are banned.
I see. The same shall go for ℚ𝕚𝕤𝕦, unless you are given my specific permission.
Lovely.
I do apologize for making this law without consulting you. However, as soon as the walls are up, I cannot allow you to be able to, shall we say, invade from within.
Definitely, that's understandable. For the meantime, though, everything's going quite well.
I see.
The first campaign will be in around a week from now.
I see.
It'll be a lot of fun.
I shall begin work on my posters and things of the like as soon as humanly possible. If I may, my queen, Empress, my bad, perhaps keep people away from ℚ𝕚𝕤𝕦 until the walls are up? I'm aware it seems like a lot to ask, however, I cannot ensure the city's safety until the walls are up. I'm sure once they find out the true purpose of the city and what I intend to put beneath it, I'll fill you in later when unwanted parties aren't present.
Unwanted
Then
parties?
you never know who's listening. As I was
I
saying,
don't follow.
I simply must find us a more secure space to speak of such plans, preferably just between the two of us. You'll understand, I'm sure. But in the meantime,
I don't see why my secretary can't be here to take notes.
it's a
They'll be accompanying me everywhere from now on.
My queen, with all due respect, it's a very personal matter that you will want to take note of yourself. And quite frankly, no one else needs to know. If someone else were
The
to know, it
secretary
would
and second in
jeopardize.
command know
And-
as much as I do. They're in power.
Yes, my
If I were
Empress.
to suddenly die,
Well,
they'd take over.
in the meantime, my Empress, is there anything else, or may I continue my construction?
Feel free to continue.
I see. As you were, sister.